the Hangout is back live. People, I apologize for well, it was technical difficulties on my side. I need to get another power supply or whatever.
Call a commercial break.
Commercial break.
But I know we left off at the Darren situation, but I go ahead and end it because this is pretty much a dead running. Our good brother and Chase back in the building as we had a little smaller intermission. Going right forward, right along with it. I mean, we kind of also ran it in elbows with the Roman Reigns situation that was going on here with me. Like I said, right now it's like the perfect boot for him. It's going towards the United States Championship. This helps everybody get Reigns, you know. So this is actually a good thing for Roman Reigns. I don't know why people think it's they're punishing him. No, they're actually if they think that they're punishing him, they're actually doing him a favor. You know, in my opinion, they're actually a big favor.
Well, before we get too into Roman Reigns, I want to talk about the tag teams. Like, you know, people have been saying like, oh, now there's the brand split in NXT tag team and WWE is better than it's ever been. Like, do you agree with that shit? And like, can you point out any tag team that really like catches your eye on the main roster?
Tag team on the main roster that catches my eye. Of course, you got Enzo and Cash. You got stuff they're trying to do with the club or Luke and Gallows. I mean, you know, it's an interesting one with tag teams right now.
Mm-hmm.
There, you know that they're there. I just feel like it's like that they're trying to come up with new title. Well, I guess they're gonna put a title for SmackDown and the title.
I mean, it kind of sucks what they've done to the Vaudevillains. I thought that tag team had a lot of potential. They've kind of thrown them into the bushes.
Vaudevillains need a third member. That's I mean, if it was available, if what's his name? Fuck you I know what I'm about to say. Should be I forgot his name. Freaking his old manager.
Who's manager?
Jack Swagger's old manager.
Oh, S.scoTT, but they cut him. He got fired from the company.
That's what I'm saying. S.scoTT should have been the Vaudevillains.
Oh, yeah.
I think S.scoTT could have been a good voice for the Vaudevillains because there needs to be a third persona in that group because the Vaudevillains do not have an English accent of that nature, so that should have been. I do like I do like the gimmick. You know, I think that gimmick has some good heel to it. A part of a faction or something like that. You know, but I can see the Vaudevillains helping out Seth Rollins. You know, but hey, who am I?
The Golden Truth, like the Golden Truth, it has potential, but it just make it into a complete joke.
Let me dropping the ball with Golden Truth. They're constantly. I don't.
On paper, you got two pretty established veterans, but they're a Joe tag team. Like, how's that even happen?
I mean, I believe WWE made a mistake by putting it together. I don't think they really meant for it to go somewhere, but it just caught on. Maybe that's what happened because actually, Golden Truth could actually, they actually have hella potential. People actually like the Golden Truth. So, but they got New Day and they got in Cass, so it's kind of like we don't want to bury these guys or whatever like that. Which I get them talking, or the conversations that popped up about them having what's that tag team title being presented on SmackDown. Okay, well, if you're gonna do that, then you know, shouldn't the Golden Truth be on SmackDown? Man? I mean, or Enzo and Cash, or should Enzo and Cash be on SmackDown or one? Because you don't really, if they're trying not to have these teams run across each other, but one get buried and one get outdone by the other, then do something different, or it's just it's kind of a headache because I didn't. That's why I didn't list the tag team as a topic because I knew it was gonna be a fucking headache trying to talk about this shit.
Jack Swagger and I think Sin Cara are supposed to be forming a tag team, the American Dragons.
That's why I didn't list the tag team portion. Look, y'all, American came up with that one. I didn't come up with the tag team portion of the conversation because I knew it was gonna be fucking and a headache of a topic. So I knew American gonna be shitting all over it, talking about this and that about it. Look, I have no fucking idea about.
Wait a minute. Who are the tag team champions? Is it New Day? Is New Day still tag team champion? Okay. Well, what happened to the whole New Day versus Wyatt family thing? Like, is that just like thrown in the garbage, or like what's going on with that shit?
Deal much.
They threw that shit in the garbage.
Threw that shit in the garbage.
That's kind of fucked up.
It's a wrap.
So so now they're putting the club versus New Day. That's what's supposed to be happening now.
Yeah, the club versus New Day. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be now.
And even with that, like, I really don't even see the club beating New Day. Like, it's no tag team that's built up to beat the New Day. That makes sense. Like, it'd be a shock factor, and then they could do it afterwards. But
I disagree. I disagree again because it looks to me that they have that faction of a team, but that's what I said. It needs to be the club with Finn Balor.
mm-hmm.
If he's gonna have if they're gonna have the belts, they need to be a part of something big. Because for one, like you said, it's New Day. New Day is over, like a motherfucker.
It's true.
And the only way that Luke Gallows so now on paper it's the Bullet Club versus the New Day. It's a bigger deal. So the New Day is over and the Bullet Club was over. So why would you just have Luke Gallows and Anderson just to be like? It's a headache, man. I told you, that's why I didn't listen to the tag team as a topic because it's a fucking like the WWE. They got some things to work out there.
Well, we can move on to what are we talking about? Roman Reigns.
I mean, well, that's over with. I mean, like I said, they're doing a great job with him. As far as I guess what people were saying, like I said, and I thought I cleared it up. People were listing what's going on with Roman Reigns as a punishment. But it's not a punishment because of the fact that if you look at it right now, that's actually the best move for him. That's what I had. I said this on part 1, but I don't know if you remember this topic when I said it on Rush Talk Media a while back ago. I said, who did I say that should have faced Rusev a long time ago? Besides Cena, I said there's one person that should have been facing Rusev for that United States title. I'm gonna see if you can remember what I said it was.
Probably Roman.
Yeah, I said Roman Reigns should be the one fighting him because for one, I said he shouldn't be going for the world heavyweight title right now because people are kind of resenting him.
Mm-hmm.
Be the guy, the American Samoan going at it. This dude that's against anti-American, let him whoop his ass. But WWE went with John Cena. You know how they. Because what I didn't like it is that the American people were booing John Cena as he was defending America. Like, how does that work out? You fighting a dude that's saying "fuck America," and then John Cena's saying "we'll love America," and then America's like "boo, fuck you, John Cena." Like, how does that work?
Well, let's move on to the women's division. Like Sasha Banks as the women's title.
That's another product of of should have been done. Sasha should have been had that belt. This she should have been had the belt. Point blank. Period.
Yeah.
You know, she should way back. It's like saying Naomi should have been had that belt, but Sasha should have been had the belt. But it's like right now WWE's like giving you everything that they should have gave you from before. You've noticed, like they're giving you Finn Balor, they're giving you Dolph Ziggler winning, they give you all the shit that you should have been had. But Sasha should have. It should have took Sasha this long to get that goddamn belt. Her and Charlotte should be on their fucking. Their fucking. Charlotte should be chasing the belt now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, going to SummerSlam. I mean, well, she is, but this should have been. She should have been searching, chasing Sasha Banks for the belt. You know, instead of that whack ass feud with they was doing with Bailey and shit. I don't know what the fuck that was, but you know, a 3-way with like that was so stupid. Like that be some dumb shit.
And like, okay, on SmackDown, it's kind of sad. Like Natalya has been relegated back to her old role, kind of, but now as a heel, like enhancement talent. And now
my thing is, if Sasha's gonna be that, Sasha was most dominant when she was that Divas champion. When she was the Divas champion, then have Natalya bring back the Divas championship.
Oh, on SmackDown, yeah.
Yeah, because she's a diva. And I correct what I said at first. I said Sasha. I meant Natalya. I'm sorry, y'all. I said Sasha. But Natalya was the Divas champion. She was a vicious Divas champion. Mm-hmm. And right now she's acting like a diva. Have Natalya bring back or reinstate the Divas title on SmackDown.
Because there's really nothing for the women. Yeah.
You know, but going straight along forward.
Yeah, go ahead.
With the women's division, as we go straight on forward, you know, Natalya, she's good for somebody making a come up on it, but right now on the SmackDown roster, I don't see where can we possibly go as far as who's to step up and take.
That's all. What's your note? She gonna continue to have. What's up?
She gonna realize she gonna. Now you gotta do women that keep disrespecting me. Then you gotta let them know that you got to leave. You ain't gonna put up with that shit, bro. Tell me. What you gonna eat? Pizza?
Well,
I might want to put this sausage in the refrigerator. It must be tough. That's some kitty. You got a cat now? Where your little box is?
Bathroom.
America, hit your me button.
Going in the little box.
Huh?
Hit your me button because it's a lot of feedback over there.
All right, hold on. Let's see. Let me reset.
You look for
No. Your background. Everybody's talking.
Okay. Let me see. Let me grab my mic.
You been here all day, man?
Yeah. Okay. Going straight back forward once again. Now, one thing that I'm noticing with the SmackDown brand is that they're kind of trying to turn, I guess, Dean Ambrose into kind of a, he is a tweener, but it's kind of confusing. I can kind of see where the writers are kind of having it hard at where it's kind of confusing at where they're going to aim Dean Ambrose, because what they're doing with Dolph this past SmackDown this past week with Dolph Ziggler was good work. This is the best work I've ever seen. I think this is the best work I've ever seen him in point blank period. I see them putting Dolph Ziggler in this feud and having him overcome obstacles. The first obstacle that he had in his way was the Bray Wyatt one. Usually WWE would have got that wrong, but man, oh man, did they do a good job of getting Dolph Ziggler over with Bray Wyatt then having Bray Wyatt still come out on top in a way. You know, this was executed perfectly. This is the best showing Dolph Ziggler had in the, because even when Dolph Ziggler won the championship, that wasn't a good showing. I didn't like that showing. But now that Dolph Ziggler is in this picture, this feud and this circle in which he's in right now is really good.
But he's getting, to me, he's doing like a heel vibe. I still get a heel vibe coming back from Dolph.
Dolph, no.
Dolph Ziggler.
Nah. That determination that he was showing on SmackDown, that was all face. Now the heel vibe came from Dean Ambrose to me. You know. But Dean Ambrose
too real, man.
gets to be a believable character to me. I'm just one person that hasn't bought into the Dean Ambrose bullshit. Like he's a little stale for me. You know, just the whole I don't care about nothing, but then again you caring about a gold title. Like I don't get that. He don't care about anything. He's not like any snobby politician or whatever like that. But then again, he wants money and gold. Like I don't get, like, if that's the case, if you got that attitude, you should be like Sandman. You shouldn't be giving a shit about titles. But Dean Ambrose is his character it kind of contradicts with everything he claims he's about. So I don't get. One minute he doesn't care about what everybody thinks, but then he wants to be the best. So I'm like, what the fuck is you? I think they need to do some more work on Dean Ambrose's character. For one, point blank, period. You know, because if you take Dean Ambrose's character serious or just kind of try to buy into his character, you kind of notice that it was like, well, hold up. You like the finer things in life, but you don't care about the finer things. Like if you really follow his character, you'll notice what I'm saying. You're like, yeah, he does say that, but then again, now he's saying that. Like it's like, okay, well, just go and turn heel then, dude. Like people will still love you, maybe. I don't know, but I see Dean Ambrose getting a little bit more desperate and doing more dire things to keep that title. And this is a good, like I said, this is a good showing for Dean Ambrose. I think Dean Ambrose can really finally turn Dean Ambrose into that void of a Shawn Michaels character. Maybe they've been missing. Maybe that's what they're going for. But they can finally bring Dolph Ziggler to that promised land of a character that they've been trying to put him in for a long time. Like for those that know, WWE they didn't know. I figured they didn't know. Well, from my sources in the back, they said, "Oh, that's where I got that from." From my sources in the back of WWE, they were saying that WWE writers did not know really where to go with Dolph Ziggler. They know he's good, he's cool, but what angle where do we take this guy? You know, I once said that it would have been best if they would have put him in a good faction, not no fucking Spirit Scar. And I liked that Dean Ambrose talked about that this past week. I mean, not Dean Ambrose. Dolph Ziggler talked about that this past week. And I don't know if you guys catched it on SmackDown in the promo he did against Dean Ambrose, and Dolph actually fucking demolished Dean Ambrose in that promo, that segment. Fucking, that was a damn good. That was the best segment I've seen Dean Ambrose and Dolph Ziggler in a long time, because Dean Ambrose came in and like I was just kind of stating, Dean Ambrose contradicted himself. He's a big ass hypocrite. He went in there talking about I crawled to the top and I crawled in the barrels and and then Dolph. I don't know if it was supposed to be like that, but Dolph made a fool out of him. Dolph said, "Hold up, dude, what the fuck you mean you crawl from the barrels? You crawl from the bottom to the top? No, you came from the top to here." Because he's right. Because Dean Ambrose came in on the high horse officially. I'm not talking about Dean Ambrose as the jobber dude that just doing a one night stand, Sunday Night Heat episode or something like that. I'm not talking about that, or a Saturday Night Live or something like just one of the little velocity wrestlers like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about coming in far as having a character base wise. Dean Ambrose came in. He came in kind of basically on top with the Shield. Came in whooping ass, taking names. Got him his singles titles right away. Got the United States titles, and they had the kind of a unison situation going on with the tag team titles. So Dean Ambrose had he came out on top. Well, he came in on top basically, and I like the fact that Dolph set him in his place. Said, "No, you like you know what? You're right. We ain't really the same. Well, we are. He was Dolph was another. We kind of the same. If you went through the struggle and we the same, then again he kind of retract like, oh, we ain't the same. Cause yeah, You didn't come in as a male cheerleader, and that just to me that just broke the water right there. Oh shit! All the water just fucking shattered in the glass. Like, well, damn, he's right. You were a male cheerleader. Shit, if anybody had a shitty gimmick, it was you. You came in as a male cheerleader. I would have rather just be a squash match dude, but you came in as a male cheerleader.
What y'all doing in the park?
So that shit was that hit it right to home. Like, okay, well, it looks like Dolph had the shorty end of the stick came in and had so Dean Ambrose, Dolph goes on to tell him,
oh yeah, see, it's like development and shit. Like before you get to the main roster, they have motherfuckers on the show. The main roster, it basically
was very outspoken about that. Dolph was very outspoken.
It's like the C shit.
What he went through before.
Okay, it's the minor league.
How
So
once you leave Nick, you WWE.
Yeah, but the crazy thing is they bring in big ass superstars to the minor leagues. So basically breaking their spirit. Like you could be New Japan, you could have like sold out the main event. Why is like 95 people? Now you want to the main the minor league. Basically like breaking their spirit.
So
what if you ain't doing a good job or something? WWE
they can do that. They do that, but most time they bring in like let's say you work New Japan and they can either bring you into the minor league or they can bring you right to the main roster. It just depends on what they want to do.
So it's just new shit.
Basically, basically a new show. That's all it is. A new show, but it's minor leagues though. So they have you be there or whatever.
So basically they trying to pull talent from these other wrestling
companies.
And yeah, like come next, lead this.
And then if you might go Raw. You might go Smash. You might.
Include the live listeners. What you talking about?
WrestleMania. When WrestleMania is?
Mid-year.
Next year.
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah. What are you talking about, America?
Oh, I'm talking about my home. But he was like asking me what NXT is. I was telling him it's sort of like the minor leagues of WWE.
You know what? I'm gonna break it down to what NXT actually is now. If you look at what Raw is and what SmackDown is, what they're trying to do is, and they're kind of doing it effectively. And I feel sorry for TNA right now because WWE is doing an excellent business job at this. What they decided to do is, okay, we're gonna make SmackDown our competition, even though we see this the TNA's ratings are going up. So we're gonna put SmackDown on Tuesday, the same night as where TNA was. Put it basically where TNA was right there. They put them right on top of it. So that way they can basically say, okay, we need to move TNA out the way because they're becoming a problem. Make SmackDown relevant again. Put SmackDown as our competition. Even though like how is SmackDown your competition when that's the same it's on the same company.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So there's no competition. So stop it. Like okay, it's basically like I would have dared them to try to do that. You would have never seen WWE Raw going against fucking Shotgun Saturday Night. Back when WCW was Nitro, you never would have heard of the. We're gonna make sure that Raw is the better show than Shotgun Saturday Night, and Sunday Night Heat is way better than motherfucking main event. Like you would never heard them say no shit like that. We're gonna split the brands up like this because they knew better. They knew that WCW was not nothing to play with. You wouldn't go overlook Nitro. Nitro was your fucking competition. So WWF did not dare disrespect WCW. So, but now what they're doing is they have the leisure to do it. They're disrespecting TNA by saying, okay, well look, we don't see you. All we see is the SmackDown brand, and they're our biggest problem because they can end our company. No, they can't because they are your fucking company, idiot. But what they're trying to do now is they bring in NXT. NXT is their developmental brand. Okay, look at what's happening to look who they brought up. Look who they brought. They brought Samoa Joe, Robert Roode. They brought Bobby. They brought fucking Austin Aries. They brought basically all the names I mentioned. Eric Young. They're bringing in seasoned veterans.
Yep, with talent from other places that people may not know.
But the thing is, this is the trick thing that WWE is doing to people, and that's why I say I fear for other wrestling companies because this is the reality of what's going on. The reason why they send big names such as Samoa Joe Robert Roode to NXT is because they want to wipe away the history and that stench that they have on them.
Yeah.
Look at AJ Styles. AJ Styles still had TNA stench, even though he went to New Japan. Because think about it, only company that the W preached about was New Japan, but everybody knows TNA. Look at the question that kept going on. Every question he kept getting from Stone Cold, from Edge and Christian, everybody was what? TNA. They didn't want to talk about that fucking New Japan. Austin had me rolling when he was talking to AJ. AJ Styles want to talk about Ring of Honor. Austin was like, let's just get back to TNA. TNA is what I want to talk about right here. It's 13 years of your life. AJ tried to continuously try to swerve it, but Austin was like, no, back to Dixie Carter. I was like, God damn, because that's where you was. That's what people know you from is TNA. You can't get over that. So what WWE's trying to do with NXT is make sure that no matter how big the person, like you can get fucking Ricochet or he can keep his name Prince Puma. He's over right now. It's Prince Puma and Lucha Underground. But what WWE would rather they'd rather bring him in NXT like he's some kind of rookie and nobody know him.
It'll be like from New Japan. He's the guy that's wowing crowds, and they'll just completely forget about what the Puma thing is.
Yeah, they'll like that all the way, and then now he's a brand new superstar and all that shit like that. I mean, why else would you take Robert Roode, Eric Young, who's in the primary characters? Why would you take them and put them on a fucking developmental show?
Eric Young has I think that was just like a one-off.
I don't know. No, he's signed with him. I don't know what the fuck. Well, I don't know. Maybe he got hurt or something. I don't know. But still, Robert Roode. Why would you put Robert Roode? Why the fuck is he on NXT? Why? You can't explain it to me. Don't even fix your lips to try to explain. Well, he does need a little work. Robert Roode needs work on nothing. The dude is fucking golden on the mic.
Yeah.
He's awesome in the ring. He has great ring psychology. Why is he on NXT? Oh, to make the other talent better. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm gonna try to do it from a smart side. Okay. It's because he was in TNA and nobody watches TNA and WWE's better than TNA, so they had to put him on NXT to get him into the. Like, I can't. That shit don't make no sense. I tried.
You can't make any sense out of it. There's no reason why Robert Roode should be in NXT. There's no reason, point blank, period.
There's no reason. Nakamura in NXT. Like, Nakamura in NXT. That shit don't sound right.
Man, the only reason why I accept Nakamura is because he needs development. If he's not going to be paired with a Paul Heyman, then he needs to be somewhere where he can probably get better with his English and the crowd. That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why I'll give WWE that excuse is that okay, well maybe they're trying to get better with his speaking with the crowd. Maybe they're trying to hope that he come up with a slogan or something like that. Maybe that's what it is. But I agree with you, but I disagree with you because I'm like maybe they're trying to find a way to help him out with his English. Maybe that's what it is.
Austin Aries should not be on NXT.
I mentioned that. I said that Austin Aries should not be on NXT. Austin Aries, man, when he was on TNA, the man mic work is on point. I didn't know he was that. I never could stand this character at first, but then again, I said, man, let me watch this. Let me watch it. Let me see what he got. And the dude is outstanding. I give him his props. The guy, he was golden on the mic, as far as dropping pipe bombs and like kind of like he reminded me of CM Punk in the way up on the mic. The guy is fucking awesome. And he wrestles like he wrestles like no other. The guy is phenomenal. So I got to give him his props. So I don't get why would you send these guys to NXT? They're not in their 20s.
Nope.
They're pushing 35 and on up. So why in the fuck?
Balor is 35 years old. I did not know that shit. He's like going on 36 or so.
You know I turned 35. Man?
Yeah, I saw birthday. That's as old as one of the top WWE stars that just debuted. Like he looked like Finn Balor's like what 150 pounds and he wrestling for like the heavyweight. I know like you don't watch wrestling. I'm talking about my homeboy over here.
I weigh about 150.
I know you don't like wrestling, but I know you remember the 80s wrestling where guys were like super heavyweights and like you had to whatever, but now wrestling changed. How do you feel about a guy that's 150, 160 wrestling for the World Heavyweight Championship?
It depends on who he's wrestling. Like, is he in his weight class? Is he wrestling out of his weight class?
Out of his weight.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, he has to be at least. I think Finn Balor is about a good at least. He's probably about 200 pounds. You know, since Kofi Kingston was once listed like 200. You know, and Shawn was like 200. You know, considering the weight size, but considering the other people in that way, because I'm roughly now that I've been lifting and stuff. I'm about a good 230 and so forth. I'm about 230, 240. So, you know, he probably he ain't, I don't know if he's that damn little. You know, I'm pretty sure he's pretty well fit, but he has to be around. He's around the 200 mark. You know, it's just like Neville. Neville, whether you think of it or not, Neville is pretty heavy. He's not a itty bitty skinny motherfucker. No, he's a stocky ass dude. Unless he just drop weight. Neville's pretty stocky. You know, I mean, it go which way, but I mean, it's not about to me the weight size of the class they are. It's about prime example. And since you brought it up, I got to go there. When Finn Balor beat Roman Reigns, that was the most dumbest way to let Finn Balor beat Roman Reigns. He beat him by stomping him in his chest.
190.
Well, when he went 190 pounds.
Yeah, but check this out. He beat him by stomping him in his chest. Now, what does he have over his chest? A protective vest?
Yeah, a bulletproof vest, yeah.
So Roman Reigns has a protective bulletproof vest. He gets stomped in the goddamn chest. And that's how he loses?
Yeah, that don't make no sense right there.
That made no fucking sense. I was like, man, what the fuck is this shit? How you going? This nigga, he got a Power Ranger putty vest on. He gets stomped and that's it. Like, that's it. Ding, is over with.
If an elephant stomps you in the chest, then you might die if you got a bulletproof vest on.
I would have believed it. Maybe if it was fucking Mark Henry or fucking Big Show that just slammed him on his chest. Okay, all right, yeah. I'm pretty sure Big Show probably would have did like 2 or 3 slams on him and then took him out. But I would have believed it if Finn Balor would have ripped the main vest off. Say for instance they was fighting like that and Finn Balor ripped his vest off and then did a stomp on his chest. Okay, all right, cool, I understand. But this dude got his vest on. Like, what the fuck are you doing? That's what I said. They did the Finn Balor build up. They did it to kind of piss you off. It was like a smack in your face, like it's a rub to like, that's what you wanted. We're gonna give it to you guys any way you want. You just throw it in your face. Finn Balor wins. I like it.
Look at the clip, like Finn Balor's feet slip off his vest.
Yeah. He really never put out his weight on his chest. He don't really stand. I've seen people get stomped in real life with 2 feet, man. It's kind of brutal when they really put their weight on.
And the stomp's called the Warrior's Way.
No, it's called the coup de grace.
No, it's somebody that does a stomp called the Warrior's Way.
Oh, Loki had them dumps on your way.
Like, okay. Prime example. Low key stomp. You know, that's bullshit. Show a low key's motherfucking clip. Now, that ain't no bullshit. When low key stomp your ass, you fucked off.
I got show you right now.
But I'm just giving that to the listeners, man. Is that the shit? It gets ridiculous. Point blank, period. Like, fucking ridiculous with how they're doing this and how they're trying to spin this. I know we was gonna touch on. I know people want to talk about the Brock Lesnar suspension. No, the Brock Lesnar, not suspension or non-suspension. However you try to fix that up, Brock Lesnar, it's getting he got pat on the back. Now, it's wrong that Roman Reigns gets suspended and John Bones Jones get fucking each one going through situations, but yet Brock Lesnar got off scotch-free. It's the same scenario, same situation. They knew Brock Lesnar was dirty before he went in and knew it. He still tested positive when he went out. Prime example, that was low down, that was dirty. Brock Lesnar should be hit with the same situations that Roman Reigns got hit with, and the John Bones Jones. People wanted that fight so bad, but I guess just because who Brock was, it helped him a mega bit. But my thing is that's to the fighter that's disrespectful because he lost to somebody, and I'm wondering, are they still gonna clout that as a loss because knowingly he lost somebody that tested dirty in his drug test. So
yeah,
that should be written from the books. Okay, that doesn't count. That's not a win for Brock Lesnar, but they're letting Brock Lesnar get away with what he. I mean, I'm not calling this a racist matter. I don't. I ain't saying it's a racist. I'm saying it's a privilege situation where they're making it like
Brock Lesnar versus Mark Hunt.
With MMA or
MMA, like Brock Lesnar got caught. What was it, doping or whatever? He got caught with some kind of shit.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
enhancement drugs in the system,
basically. And I guess they're still counting it as a win, but
John Bones Jones, when he's in the fight Daniel Cormier, he allegedly took something, and his fight got pulled away. But Brock Lesnar got caught before the fight, and still he gets the fight. I don't understand it.
That would make no sense, right?
Roman Reigns, same way. Roman Reigns, allegedly, they really don't even, they can't even explain what the hell happened.
The people, the same people don't own the MMA no more. The UFC.
Yeah.
The UFC is sold for like $4 billion.
That's what you call it. Dana White sold his portion.
Oh.
So it's still owned by there's other majority owners of the UFC. But Dana White, so he sold his portion. So but I think the buyers, they still want Dana White to be a part of something. I think as far as they want him to be a part. They think they hired Dana White to still be a part of the company, as far as
like a face piece.
Yeah, something like that. So still, all this shit is not fair. Still, regardless, it's fucked up. Because still, WWE, if you're gonna punish Roman Reigns, and I think you should punish Brock Lesnar. Why is Brock Lesnar fighting SummerSlam?
Yeah, I feel like if you get caught doping or using enhancement drugs, I believe you should be disqualified, man. I mean, even people in the NFL, they got to sit out for not like a season, but like 4 games, or they get a certain time for suspension. So it should be no different with anybody else in any other sport.
But it's crazy though. Is Brock Lesnar having to take dope to beat up a guy like Mark Hunt? That shit don't even make no sense. Like,
see, Brock Lesnar.
At the same time, let's look at it from WWE's perspective. I mean, Brock Lesnar is on a contract to basically he can do whatever the fuck he wanted to do. So if WWE was to say, you know what, we're gonna punish you, Brock Lesnar say, well, fuck that. I'm opting out my contract. Matter of fact, I'm going to TNA. You think Dixie's gonna say, no, don't come here. You better have Brock Lesnar versus who? Bobby Lashley.
Ooh, shit.
So, I think, see, that's what WWE is trying to get rid of. People don't understand it. That's why they got NXT and Smackdown in place. They want to stop wrestlers from having an alternative
to go somewhere. Yeah.
Prime example, when John Cena threw that pipe bomb out there to Vince, he was like, okay, well, I can go somewhere else too, brother. And threw the TNA shots out at him. It was like, oh shit, that's gonna always hang over their head. As long as there's another company that can rival that, they can be some of. Even though TNA is not, is nowhere near as big as WWE, but still, there's that they have eyes on them, and they have a national network, nationally televised.
That wouldn't even be a good fight, man. That's like two drunk people fight.
That's the first mark. Yeah, that's
like 2 drunk people fight, man.
So. I mean, and as we go on, man, this new era on SmackDown SmackDown's been decent. It's been pretty decent. I mean, I'm like I said before, I'm liking the showing of Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler is really coming along, and like I said, he stood his ground against Dean Ambrose.
A lot of people on the internet, they're saying like Dolph Ziggler doesn't deserve it because it came out of nowhere, and he's been a a bum for like the past 2-3 years.
I mean, well, like I went back to is that WWE is giving you what they should have been gave you. Like I said, prime example, Sasha Banks should have been one. Roman Reigns should have been fought Rusev. Where Finn Balor should have been in WWE, but should have been on the main roster. I mean, these are things that should have been done, but I guess they're like I said, doing a clusterfuck of things that's drawing them in there. But the last topic we're gonna discuss now is AJ Styles and this Fashion Nation situation they got going on with
John, the face that runs the place.
John Cena. But I do want a quick note that I didn't like the way Dolph Ziggler beat AJ Styles, but
it's kind of weird. Like it's just a super kick out of nowhere. They're trying to make Dolph Ziggler a super kick now. I guess they don't want to use the other one now.
But hold up, hint what I said. Hint the notes of what I said. They gave everybody a push that should have been happened, and they shoved it in your face and did it in a sarcastic way to where they made them win in ridiculous fashions. Once again, on the same following night, Finn Balor beat Roman Reigns with a fucking stomp to the chest while he got a vest on. See what I'm saying? And then Dolph Ziggler beats AJ Styles with a kick that he never seems to beat anybody else with.
Yeah. Now he's all the matches with the super kick.
Yeah, all of a sudden now he gets to beat AJ Styles with a super kick that he never seemed to finish anybody else off. He couldn't even beat Zack Ryder with the fucking super kick. So now all of a sudden, AJ Styles can fall for it now. So
super kick.
So now it's like they were just shoving shit in folks' face. Just okay, well, since you want these people so bad, we're gonna just throw these people at you, and in fact, we're gonna make them win. And like my thing, WWE, stop doing it to the point where you're just trying to be aggravating with it just because you're trying to. They're being jerks about it. They're giving you what you want, but they're being a jerk about it. It's like going to McDonald's or going to Church's Chicken and saying, "Hey, I want my shit extra crispy." Well, okay, we'll get you extra crispy. All right, and they go in there and throw the fucking chicken around, sloppy as hell, and be all assholes about it, and then throw a basket. They gave you extra crispy, throwing it around and being assholes with it. They're doing it sloppy, versus just cooking your shit properly and handling it to you nicely in the box. But they giving it to you shitty, and that's what they did to us. It's like he was kind of mad about doing like we gotta give them a fucking new era. It's ungrateful ass fans. Fuck these fans. So just look, give them what they want, but just fuck how they want it. That's how they did it, and I noticed it. So AJ Styles and John Cena is now I gotta say the Smackdown promo that they just did this past that shit was awesome.
Yeah,
John Cena he went there. I mean, but he always does that at time. But this was a better one because it was so sentimental. A lot of people caught it. It was a very sentimental viewing because they're in Nashville, Tennessee. This is AJ's stomping ground. So as much as people probably wanted to cheer for AJ Styles, now he's a villain. So the shit that was being said was very, very like if you notice the crowd was very quiet. Everybody wanted to hear what AJ Styles was saying. And they listened to what he was saying, then when he made the remark about kind of hinting towards, oh yeah, I know this place, like I know Tennessee.
Hold on, does Bray Wyatt have dreadlocks now, or is that just mad at him?
I guess that's a part of his added gimmick or something like that. I don't know what the fuck.
My bad.
But yeah, I like the fact that they played off of the whole once again the whole TNA thing. Which they tried so badly to denounce, but they had to go there with the Holmes, Tennessee area, and him saying, "Yeah, I know all about this crowd." He's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, we know TNA, great rub that they're constantly doing, but which is good for his heel run. They perfectly done it in Tennessee, which was perfect because Nashville, Tennessee, they know about their TNA, and I mean, I wonder, I've never had any work. Usually, whenever TNA chance to come up, they would block them out. So I don't know. I haven't heard of it. I didn't even talk to my sources in the back. I didn't ask them about it. I don't know. So maybe they did. I don't know. I didn't hear anything about TNA chance being blocked out this time. So I don't know. But I really like how John Cena came back at him. But I'm kind of over it though. Like I'm like, you know,
like, where's the going? Like the feud is at SummerSlam. If AJ Styles wins, John Cena has to say that he's better, and if John Cena wins, it's John Cena winning. Like where's the go from there? Like,
oh no, I'm gonna make before we wrap up the show. I'm gonna proclaim this.
okay.
I'm gonna call it. Since John Cena's going for a lighter schedule, AJ Styles wins. John Cena takes a hiatus. He comes back, turns heel, maybe Bullet Club, or whatever like that, but he joins a faction, or he turns heel. Because it's written off in a perfect kind of a perfect way to where he's leaving, where he's gonna go against AJ Styles, and there's a stipulation. You gotta say this or whatever like that. So I can see John Cena losing, and this could be because now he's taking a lighter schedule, and he wants to kind of basically taking a lighter schedule. He also wants to his body's kind of feeling it now. So now it's time for him to have more of a slower roll, and I see heel. And look at that promo. That promo was so in-depth and personal. He said, "I'm like, okay, if you're gonna have such a high emotional promo, look at how Hulk he talked so emotional, so high, it was so emotional. Man, he was like, oh man, I love him from the bottom of my heart." Then all of a sudden, he fuck around and turn heel. You know, that's how they usually always do it. Jericho did a very, very high emotional promo, and then all of a sudden just turned heel on everybody. Shawn Michaels did the same thing, and just turned heel. So I think John Cena set it up for that. I mean, we always try to monitor and counter John Cena heel turn, but I mean, this one has a good showing too. This is the perfect way for him to turn heel. Is when he loses against John Cena. I mean, when he loses against AJ Styles, leave off television for a minute, come back like he's coming back to get redemption, and whoever's in that ring, probably Dolph Ziggler, gets his ass handed to him. I mean, hey, but the only part I'm predicting, is that John Cena loses at SummerSlam. That's my prediction. Yeah, John Cena loses at SummerSlam.
But listen, have you been watching the Cruiserweight Classic?
No.
Yeah, I haven't either. Like, what is it about? Like, people have been like jizzing their pants about the Cruiserweight Classic, but what is it for?
I'd rather watch Lucha Underground. If anything, I just watch Lucha Underground. But I mean, now I'm not saying that the Cruiserweight Classic is shit. I think it should be called Cruiserweight Championships. You know,
it's not it's not.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. Why is it not for why is it Cruiserweight Classics? Why is it not a Cruiserweight Championships? You know, I don't. But still, regardless, no, I have not viewed one airing of it, but I don't. I mean, there's no angles. There's no. I mean, I'm a entertainment type guy. I'm a sports entertainment type guy. I like my athleticism and my storylines to be properly done. I mean, TNA basically. TNA has got it right for me.
Well, let's segue to TNA then. Let's set what happened in TNA or what's been going on in TNA.
Okay. Segueing right into TNA. Let's see. Gosh, what don't you talk about? Now, I wasn't liking the whole Rosemary shit, but now I'm starting liking it because I'm getting where this is. You know, I thought it was gonna happen way before that, but I guess it's a slow build towards turning Bram into this leader character. You know, because they've been really after Bram. So I was about to shit on it, but I get it now. So I'm gonna shut up because I was about to talk bad about it when I saw it again. I'm like, man, I'm tired of this Bram shit and this decay shit. I was getting ready. I was gonna shit on it when I saw it this past Thursday. But then again, now I see what it is what I thought it was gonna be, and it's turned out the way. So I fall back for a second. But let's see.
Moose.
Now I gotta go. Greg and fucking Shira. That was that was a good showing for Shearer, and I kind of thought Shearer was about to turn heel because he was fucking pumped. he was pissed the fuck off, and like he really was on his shit that night. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, well, yeah, I can see this tag team as being something, and I like what they're building. Shearer. I'm crazy. It's crazy. I'm saying this about Shearer. You know how crucial I am about this motherfucker. But Shearer had a good showing. Him and Grado, him coming to telling Grado, get on your shit. Him making Grado get serious. Like I think they got some here. I think they got some. I can see them. I can see them pulling the upset on the Decay. But what's something that you want to address?
I want the Moose and TNA compared to Ring of Honor Moose.
Yeah.
People get more.
Hey, let me play this for him. He on the way.
No.
But I've had very few viewings of him in Ring of Honor. I saw a couple of matches of him in Ring of Honor slamming people around. He just come out there slamming people around type of shit. Such as he does. But I mean, I wouldn't make no comparison against Moose and TNA as far as Ring of Honor. Bases off of the showing. It's a different showing, and the fuse the fuse. So many people he can have fuse with right now. Moose versus fucking Drew Galloway would be good. Moose versus EC3. Moose versus fucking Eli Drake. Like, it's so many people you can pair Moose up against right now. It's, I couldn't dare try to put Ring of Honor in this particular or comparison towards his past character. But Moose being added to TNA was great. I like his intro. I like his debut when he came in. It was fucking great. The unsuspected, like, nobody predicted that this was gonna happen. I didn't hear Dershies talking that Moose was gonna pop up. He just came out of nowhere. Well, it was live. I forget it was live episode. So Moose came out there. Considering that it was live, usually shit get out. People find out shit. But Moose ends up popping up on TNA and demolishing everybody in the ring. That shit was fucking awesome.
So, I've like watched him in Ring of Honor, and I've noticed a bit different from TNA stuff. Like in Ring of Honor, he has to try to do the whole spot monkey fest thing as a 300-pound big guy, and most of the time he botches. Like he's like slipping off the top rope, trying to do a backflip, whatever. Whereas in TNA, he's just a powerhouse, and he's not making as many mistakes. Cause I was watching like his recent last Ring of Honor showing. He tried to do like some kind of like climb up the rope springboard bullshit. He just like stopped, slipped, and it looked clumsy and awkward. Like it was like, why is he doing it? Oh yeah, because he's in Ring of Honor, and Ring of Honor is the home of like flips and kicks and flip kicks and shit.
Well, going forward, we gotta talk about Eli Drake as the king. Like I said before, Eli Drake as the King of the Mountain champion was the best thing ever because this guy, the way he carried that, he bought into that character. I mean, he bought into that title. Look at how he carried that belt around. He carried it like he was walking up a mountain.
Like he was He-Man too also.
Yeah, he basically said, like, when you're going up a mountain, you put whatever it is on your back. He put the title on his back and was always carrying it around like he was going up something like that. Like, it's the details. It's the freedom that the TNA, for one, it's the freedom that they give the wrestlers. You can, and then, like I said, I told you that before. I don't know if it was Russ Talk Media or was it the Bitch Slap. We talked about this song, but the fact that this guy did a promo on a fucking mountain was epic. With the belt, that was fucking awesome. I was like, yeah, I can buy this. I can buy to this. And the fucking facts of life. I've never cared. I said this before. I don't know if it was I forget what podcast it was on, but I said this before. I've never gave a shit about a segment show, a wrestler themed segment show doing the wrestler show at all. I never cared. I didn't care about the what's that Talk is Jericho. What was the fuck? What was Jericho?
I like
never-
really like Jericho show. I don't know. I forgot the name of that shit.
You said you're like what?
I think it's the highlight reel.
Yeah. I never cared about the Hollywood. I never cared about what's it? The Miz show is Abraham Marshall. I didn't care about none of them folks' segment shows, but I've never ever cared about any segment show. Just put it out there. But when Eli Drake started doing his segment shows, I remember I was about to turn the channel, but something said, "Man, keep it on here." And the fact that he would hit that goddamn button, calling folks dummy, yeah, and the way he roasts folks' asses, I was so fucking entertained. I'm like, dude, I was dying laughing. I said, damn, I ain't never laughed as hard or cared about nobody's fucking segment shows. You know, even that shit, Dean Ambrose, I don't care. I'm going off the limb. I'm gonna say this. His segment show better than the fucking what's that? Roddy Piper, bless his heart, R.I.P. Roddy Piper's fucking the better. What was that fucking? What was
The Piper's Pit.
I'm just saying.
Piper's
Pit was an entertaining Piper's Pit. Now I'm gonna keep real back in the days. Piper's Pit was kind of entertaining and shocking, but dude, Eli Drake's fucking segment show, fucking awesome. And and for anybody that want to look up and want to say, let me see what he's talking about. Okay, go back. Or matter of fact, the best segment show that he did was him and James Storm, the first one, not the second one, the first one. When James Storm said, "Hey, you hit that goddamn button one more time, kick your goddamn teeth." And so Eli Drake looks at him and says, "Dummy, yeah." I was like, and he went up for that kick. That shit was funny. Like all of it, because James Storm wanted him to drink a beer. He's like, "Hey, drink a beer." As I hit the beer, as I hit the button, drink the beer. And so Drake said, "No, I got a." He brought his big ass jug of water. I got water, bitch. But basically saying, dude, it was for Eli Drake fucking piece, and him having the King of the title made it even better. So now this week is a different story. This week we had Eli Drake versus James Storm the Part.2 because Eli Drake beat him. James Storm won another shot with it. James Storm, I was looking for it. James Storm ended up winning. He won the King of the Mountain, and I like the fact that James Storm won. He deserves it. I mean, gosh, he should be on. He to me, I wanted this to happen before it even happened. I'm like, man, I like his opponent. It needs to be James Storm. I don't see James Storm doing anything. He's not. All of a sudden, TNA pushes James Storm with Eli Drake, which is good. Both of them in promos are great. But I like that Bobby Lashley spoke of this before. He was like, after he won the X, he said, "I want fishing. I'm gonna go out
going out a little bit."
He said, "I'm gonna go out another time." And I instantly said, "Hold up, that means that he gonna be talking about Drake or somebody." And after he won the X Division title, of course, he still kept the character. He said, "Another belt." And all of a sudden, James Storm's win. So that means that we can James Storm versus Bobby Lashley, which we all know James Storm is a hell of a worker.
Yeah,
Lashley's a hell of a worker. So that means we about to get a fucking classic. Like I see super kicks, spears, and now next week we have all titles up for grabs. Like this is how you build and show notoriety towards the title. Bobby Lashley, his character makes the title. You got to give it up to Bobby Lashley. His characters get titles. Meaning, you know, the X Division was kind of, it was just the X Division. It's like TNA was kind of struggling with it at the beginning of the year. They didn't know what kind of identified. But the fact that you got Bobby Lashley to say, "No, fuck that. You don't got to cash your title. You don't got to cash your title. No. It's going to be me versus you." Dick Carter was like, no, we have a winner and a champion. They end up putting both titles online. That's fucking genius. So now your X Division champion is somebody that you cannot deny, and that means that it'll be an easy way for him to lose a title now. Reason why I say that is it's easy for Bobby Lashley to lose X Division title because they can put him in the Ultimate X match, and he can lose. He can lose it by gimmick, which is great. I don't want to see DJC, Hurricane Rana, and pin, Bobby Lashley 1, 2, 3. I don't want to see that shit. I'd rather Bobby Lashley spit a shit at a DJZ, and then somebody kick my bitch in the back and he fall out the ring, and then also DJZ get up and Hurricane Rana his ass and jump on, climb the damn thing and get the title. I'd rather do like that. But the fact that they're putting all their title, WWE's making TNA's making the title mean a lot more by having the main guy wanting all the gold. Something that Brock Lesnar should be doing. Or Roman Reigns should have said, I want all the gold. Like having your titles mean something. You should be hunting. Bobby Lashley's on a hunt for all the belts, all the gold.
And I call Ash Lashley. Pokemon Go. Ash Lashley instead of Ash Ketchum. Ash Lashley.
So my thing is, or Bobby Ash. My thing is that this is awesome. TNA, I'm ready to see Bobby Lashley. I don't give a fuck with James. I don't care if they pull an upset. I'm ready to see one of them as triple champion. Like that. I'm just so excited about this storyline of them having all the. Because now we seen it with the Grand Slam with Kurt Angle when he did it. But it wasn't executed the same way. Bobby Lashley's doing it different.
You gonna come here?
I thought you were about to say something. Bobby Lashley's doing it a lot more different. What are your thoughts on this, American?
Huh?
What are your thoughts on all the titles being on Kingdom Out title?
It brings up something interesting. Like, okay, if he beats James Storm, are all the titles gonna be on the line when he faces EC3?
No. EC3 won the world title.
So are they gonna have Lashley in like 3 matches at Bound for Glory, or is he gonna lose the title before Bound for Glory?
I would say I would make him defend it. That'll be awesome. I would make Lashley defend. And I would make him defend it. It's fun. This is very interesting. Go, and I'm looking forward to going down there. I may be there live. I think they're gonna shoot. I may be there live for Bound. I think this is gonna be exciting. Right now, hopefully, I'm hoping that Bobby Lashley go ahead and complete that, get the Kingdom Out title. I'm interested to see who will be Bobby Lashley's tag team partner, because he's going for the tag team gold next. So who would you have his tag team partner?
Okay, for the Kingdom Out, I would have Moose versus Lashley. For the S Division title, that's kind of hard. No, because they're gonna. Sometimes they're gonna do Moose. No.
Hold on. That was my question. My question was, next is gonna be if he wants to get all the gold. I don't know if it's all the single titles or it's the tag title. He also wants as well. I'm saying if he going for the tag team titles, who would you have be Bobby Lashley's tag team partner?
Okay. It's got to be a heel. You got to bring in somebody because, like, I gotta go to the roster.
I would. I guess Eli Drake.
That could work. Eli Drake. Let me see.
Now, they partnered together already, right? They sure did. They already partnered together. Yeah, they partnered already. Him, Eli Drake.
That's Bobby Lashley.
Yeah. Well,
Let's see. Who would you have? That's the question to the listeners. Who would you have Bobby Lashley going for the tag team titles? If he's really gonna go for all the gold.
This new TNA is kind of weird. I'm trying to find the rosters, but like now you can't.
You know what? I take that back. Not Eli Drake. I say Tyrus.
The Fixer.
You know what? It'll make sense though. Bobby Lashley pays the Fixer to come in and be his. That works. Who's gonna stop that? The Fixer and Bobby Lashley. Come on, man. Have Moose and Robbie be the tag team people.
Well, how about this right here? It might be kind of weird. Lashley and Rockstar split as tag team champions. That could be entertaining, but I don't know how well it would on paper.
Seriously. How is he going to Rockstar split? How are you gonna make a statement Rockstar split though? Was you talking about making a statement Rockstar split? So you okay? But your choice is Lashley.
Just for like entertainment value, but I guess
I mean, no. I'm not shitting on your choice. Okay, but mine's Tyrus. I gotta because it makes to me mine makes sense to me because if Tyrus is pitching his gimmick is the fixer guy, like he's like APA, APA. So I'm looking at it like, okay, cool. Bobby Lashley can't trust nobody. Because now think about it, on the roster, nobody, he doesn't mingle with nobody. Tyrus doesn't mingle with nobody. So Tyrus is a businessman. And Bobby Lashley, looking at it, hey, you the fixer? I got a problem for you tonight. I need you to be my tag team. We can just go. It's a business relationship. So I'm going with that one. So
the only reason I said is mainly because Rockstar Spurs got on the mic, but I can't.
I'm not denouncing. I'm got a problem with it. Rockstar Spurs.
But I just can't, like, now with the roster, I can't find, like, the TNA's website is fucked up. Like, it sucks. Like, you can't find the roster. The only thing you can do is, like, look at what they have and open t-shirts.
I don't know what I'm saying. Can't you see who's holding the titles now? So yeah, TNA fix your damn roster.
Since we're talking about the K, who like in tag team partners, like who can you see bringing in to fight the K? Like, that's another thing.
Huh? Why would Bram bring anybody in to face his team?
Huh?
No. Bram ain't bringing nobody in to face the K. If you follow the storyline, the K is making him more of them. That's why they kidnapped him. They like brainwash him. I think Bram is going to be that king or something. Some type of leader. I can see Bram coming out and shit. And looking like fucking. He was in the NXT. Fucking. What's the fucking ascension and shit?
Shit.
Yeah, so we forget that. So they on the whole thing, watch him or like more into the dark side like that. That's about it. He's gonna come back as like TNA needs a big faction. So Decay is that faction that people like. So they're just making Decay bigger, basically. So in a minute, you may see Bram become king of the mountain.
I was saying, well, then if they have Bram join the K, what team would they have face the K at SummerSlam? Slam
Have you been watching TNA? He is basically in the K. He's always tonguing down Rosemary, and she's like, he's in the. He just ain't to their ways. Like they're dark. That's
Oh, damn! I forgot who's probably gonna face them at Slammiversary at Battle for Glory. I don't like you saying Slammiversary. The Hardy Boys are gonna. The Hardys are gonna face the K at. Now that
we haven't even talked about the lead to the broken match, which is great. It's gotten better this week. The fact that they're associating the tag team back again. I'm liking how Matt's making Jeffrey do all the work, which is great. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the K versus the Hardy Boys, which is going to be,
we might see Jeff Hardy turn heel or like finally come over to what Matt's doing or whatever.
I mean, because think about it now.
Hmm.
The Hardy Boys are going to win the gold. It's Slammiversary. It's Slammiversary. Whatever. But I said they are at wherever the hell they finna win it. But I'd rather it be like, hold on. They're going. I'd rather to see. What's his name? I'd rather see whoever the Hardy Boys, because it'll make sense. Matt constantly keeps treating Jeff like shit, so I want to stay in them losing. You see what I'm saying? Them losing guys, Matt always abandoning them. It'll make sense to them losing, because it'll make a lot more sense than anything. But other than that, though, it concludes the show tonight. Wrestling Media. We'll be going live of Part.2. So, my question, like I said before, the question still remains: who would you rather see be Bobby Lashley? Since he looks like he's gonna win all the gold.
I think he probably all the singles go out because like then if he tried to go at the tag team goal, he would have to face the K maybe. Okay, how about this right here? This would be a story thing. It's how the Hardys are going for the tag team belt off of Jeff's hard work. Like they could get to the tag team shot, but then Matt tells Jeff he's not in the match, and then it's Lashley maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
I think it's probably just be better for him to get all the singles titles, and then defend all three of them at Bound for Glory.
But I see where you're going with the whole Matt did tell Jeff he's not in it, but nah, I don't think that the characters of Matt and Bobby really cross each other like that, because the fact is that somebody needs to lose against Bobby Lashley, and who his partner is. Jeff Hardy is the one that gets asked. Think about it. If Matt Hardy is down there and they got the titles, he holding the belt, he's not going to really want to be fighting Tyrus, or like I said, Tyrus. You're not going to want to fight Tyrus and Bobby Lashley. It's going to look better that it's going to be the breaking point of Jeff Hardy then. Just think about it. Jeff Hardy did all the work to get the titles. And then Matt Hardy is constantly putting him through hell. And this is when Jeff Hardy stops, cuts it, and snaps and shit like that.
But then, then where does that leave Mike Bennett? Like Mike Bennett has been on fire. Now he's on the title shot. He's got Moose with him, but like. Okay, but this motherfucker right here. Hey, get out, man. Anyway, where'd you put Mike Bennett with Moose or whatever?
I mean, that's a future discussion to go. It's all gonna work itself out. You got more people coming in, so we'll see did, but I'm not gonna place it nowhere right now. It doesn't take them out of any title shot picture because you got execution at Kingdom out, so it goes. So everybody's still and they want to be in. But other than that, though, this has been Russell Talk Media Part 2 of the discussion. Part 1 is also on live reviews, which is right now on YouTube right now, and also we'll be reposting the episode on Good Nation Entertainment channel as well. So this is T-Sean from Russell Talk Media, and my guy, aka Live Review. That's a long ass fucking. Follow us on Russell Talk Media, Facebook, and Facebook as well. You got anything to say, America?
Look forward to more reviews from me. That's all that I really can say. I'm going to put up a Ring of Honor review probably tomorrow or tonight. That's all that I really can say.
That's all I got to say, folks. We're out.